Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Crosses the 30, he's going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. the RPO and throw it right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, San Diego State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Carter. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about a game happening inside the ACC today. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back, keeping your own end. Simply can't happen.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Carter. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pulls it in. It's Hodge. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
On the move. Finding an escape route.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Going for 6. Fires and picked off. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Looking for a man, it's Carpenter. Buying some time. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard game.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They boot it away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer,
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Dances away to buy time. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Oh, they're after him. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the left. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
Makes the catch down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup...
Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Let's go. And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets rid of it. He's got him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Yeah, and you've seen these cold.
Touchdown, Aztecs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
They'll try to run it in. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Carter. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Rushes on him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Snap in the shotgun. Pressure coming. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A mere 3 feet from a pick six. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Got a man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
To throw, it's Tollefson. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number 1.
Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Tight end now in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. The throw to the outside is complete. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Aztecs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Davison. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over.